Hello, I'm Emily Parsons, Deputy Director and Curator for the American Revolution Institute of the Society of the Cincinnati, and I'm pleased to introduce our current exhibition, Fete Lafayette, a French hero's tour of the American Republic. Through more than 50 objects, Fete Lafayette explores Lafayette's farewell tour of the United States in 1824 and 1825, how it celebrated the Frenchman's contributions to the American nation, and the role the tour played in highlighting the country's revolutionary ideals for a new era. On the eve of the 50th anniversary of the American Revolution, the Marquis de Lafayette embarked on a tour of the United States in 1824, returning for a final time to the country he helped establish and whose Republican form of government he saw as a model for the rest of the world. To Americans in the 1820s, Lafayette represented the French alliance that helped to win American independence and the soldiers who served in the Revolutionary War. His farewell tour revived an appreciation for the Revolution, its ideals, and its veterans in popular American culture. It celebrated the United States' ongoing experiment in democracy, while exposing ways in which the ideals of the Declaration of Independence had not been fully applied in America, as Lafayette argued for an end to slavery and expansion of civil rights for all citizens. 200 years after he last set foot in the United States, Lafayette remains a symbol of French-American friendship, universal liberty, and patriotic service. The Marquis de Lafayette devoted his life to the cause for liberty and freedom. The American Revolution offered Lafayette his first chance to fight for these principles. He served for more than 5 years in the Revolutionary War, proving to be a brave battlefield commander, as well as an indispensable advocate of the Franco-American alliance. Once American independence was secured, Lafayette returned to France as an international hero. There, he was instrumental in organizing the French branch of the Society of the Cincinnati, an organization founded to memorialize the principles of the American Revolution and the service of those who fought for American independence, both American and French. Lafayette hoped to secure the kind of liberty for France and other countries that he had fought for in America. An early leader of the French Revolution, he was the principal author of the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, and the commander of the Paris National Guard. But unable to contain the violent radicalism of the 1790s, Lafayette fled France, only to be captured and imprisoned for 5 years. Lafayette's most enduring legacy is his commitment to securing universal liberty for all men and women. He advocated for women's rights in America and civil rights for Protestants in France, and promoted respect for the identity and sovereignty of American Indians. His most extensive efforts in support of human liberty were his work to end slavery and the African slave trade. While he never lived to see his dreams of a Republican French government or freedom for enslaved people realized, his impassioned calls for liberty echo through his successors over the last 2 centuries. Lafayette's farewell tour in 1824 and 1825 secured the Frenchman's place in American memory. Initially planned as a visit to the original 13 states over 4 months, the tour grew to an exhausting journey through all 24 states and the federal city of Washington. He was celebrated in each city and town, and the routes along the way, with processions, banquets and receptions, worship services, and visits to important sites, along with a flood of souvenirs that met the intense demand for a memento of the French hero. The Marquis de Lafayette died in Paris in May 1834 at the age of 76. Americans celebrated him with paintings, prints, books, medals, and monuments. In the years since his death, he has become a symbol of French-American friendship and the cause of liberty, especially during World War I. Lafayette was formally proclaimed an honorary citizen of the United States by Congress in 2002. Most of these objects came from our collections, and we're grateful to the Museum of the American Revolution, the City of Charleston, South Carolina, and several private collections for lending their treasures to the exhibition. Fete Lafayette is now on display at Anderson House, the headquarters of the Society of the Cincinnati and its American Revolution Institute in Washington, D.C., until December 31st, 2024. Our museum is open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Sunday from noon to 4 p.m., when you can view this exhibition and take a guided tour of our historic headquarters building, Anderson House. We hope to welcome you here soon to explore the significance and legacy of the Marquis de Lafayette and his farewell tour.